Have you ever dreamed of being the director for your own 3D avatar, creating your own music videos? Well, today we're breaking down a tool called AMV Maker. It's designed to take you from just a creator to a full-on director without all the usual headaches. So, if you've got some characters just waiting for their moment in the spotlight, you're going to want to stick around for this.
Okay, picture this. You've got the perfect song, a killer 3D avatar you've poured hours into, and this incredible vision for a music video. But then, you open up the animation software and you just hit a wall. It's all complex timelines, confusing keyframes, and a ton of technical jargon. It's a total creative buzzkill, right? But what if you could just skip all that and get right to the fun part?
Well, that's where AMV Maker comes in, also known as Dan Sing Sing. This tool is really built on one simple idea: slash that complexity we were just talking about. The whole point is to get you from loading up your character to exporting a finished music video in just a handful of clicks. That's the promise.
Now, if you've been kicking around the world of 3D avatar videos for a while, you have absolutely heard of Miku Miku Dance, or MMD. So a great way to think about AMV Maker is as a direct answer to MMD's, let's be honest, notoriously steep learning curve. It's designed to be the friendly, welcoming front door to a world that, for a long time, was kind of guarded by this mountain of complexity.
So, simple and intuitive are great words, but how does it actually work? What's inside this director's toolkit that really makes it so easy? Okay, let's dive in and take a look under the hood.
The entire creative process is pretty much boiled down to this super simple workflow. First, you load your assets. Your character, your music, your motion files. Then you just arrange everything on a really straightforward timeline. After that, you get to add your director's touch with different effects and camera angles. And finally, you just hit export. It's all designed to keep you in that creative flow, not get you bogged down in the technical stuff. Now, what's really powerful here is that AMV Maker isn't some walled garden. It actually plays really well with others. You can bring in your own VRM avatars, even pull them straight from VroidHub. It works with standard motion capture files. And get this, it even supports cool new tech like Sony's Mach-OP system for motion capture on the go and the VMC protocol for hooking up with other VR apps. Basically, it's designed to slide right into the creative workflow you might already have.
Oh, and this is a huge deal. You're not just directing a solo performance here. You can have up to 8, that's right, 8 different avatars on screen at the exact same time. Just think about that for a second. You could create an entire virtual band, a perfectly synchronized dance crew, or a really complex scene with multiple characters all interacting. This one feature alone just blows the creative doors wide open. And to help you hit the ground running, the software comes loaded with a whole treasure chest of pre-built stuff. You get over 20 unique stages to set your scene, more than 10 dynamic camera presets to make it look cinematic, and a whole library of particle effects. This means you can create a really professional-looking video right out of the box, without having to spend hours building everything from the ground up.
Okay, the feature list sounds awesome, no doubt. But let's be real, no tool is perfect. So what's it actually like to use day to day? It's time for a reality check. Let's look at a balanced review from creators who've really put this thing through its paces.
And this right here, this really gets to the heart of it. On the one hand, people absolutely love the intuitive drag-and-drop interface. It totally delivers on that promise of being easy to get into. But, on the other hand, there are some pretty serious performance concerns. That sharp spike in GPU temperature, that's not just a number on a screen. It means your system is working hard, which could lead to problems. And that potential lag when you load everything up, well, that can definitely interrupt that smooth creative flow we were talking about.
All right, so with those pros and cons laid out, we get to the big question, don't we? Is AMV Maker the right tool for your creative projects? Let's try and figure out the final verdict.
This one user quote just sums it all up perfectly. The software is seen as a refreshing improvement on the old way of doing things. It's packed with potential. But all that potential is being held back by a pretty critical performance issue, that GPU temperature problem. So what we have is a really promising tool, but one that comes with a major asterisk attached.
So after looking at the super easy workflow, the powerful features, and the very real user feedback, the decision really boils down to you. Are you willing to trade some potential performance hiccups for a massive leap forward in creative speed and just ease of use?
And here's the bottom line, and maybe the most important part. You don't have to guess. You can actually try it out completely risk-free. There's a free demo, and if you do decide to buy it on Steam, you've always got that 2-hour refund window.
This puts all the power in your hands. You can test it on your own computer, with your own projects, and be the final judge of whether that incredible ease of use is worth the performance trade-off. The power to decide is really up to you.